Hello, hello. I have such a special deck with me, the Tarocco della Felicita, the Amerigo Fulchi. This is the Edizioni del Solleone, and I need to put this in my thing. With all my new decks, with any of my decks, I fill out a card, so this is going to be Felicita, and this is Tarocco, and then della, D-E-L-L-A, and this is Fulchi, F-O-L-C-H-I, Amerigo, A-M-E-R-I-G-O, and this is from E-D-I-Z-I-O-N-I, del, Solleone, Sun Lion, and this is from 1985. And I put where I got it from. I actually got this from eBay. And then this is not numbered. So for remember later Solleone decks, Solleone, they don't they weren't numbered like the I don't know why they just stopped number them. But this one is very difficult to get. And this is let's see. Yeah, there's no numbering. And the packaging is a little different. So I will put this over here. So here we go. So I had a updated version of this. It was actually the whole deck laminated from Edizioni, and they did an edition of I think 60. Well, I sold it because I wanted the original and I could get some money for it. So got a little bit of reimbursement. This is a sliding, sort of a sliding thing, made in Italy. And then this is the wrap. The wrap has no numbering, anything on there. It did come with a little booklet, which is all in Italian. And we can look at this deck. I believe this is an order. Should be. So this is considered the best artwork from Fulchi. Here's the title card, and there's the back. It's really annoying, this Arenti Solleone cart in the middle, copyright 1984. I think that's so obnoxious, but what are you going to do? It's on every frickin' card. I've never seen a deck like that, but the cardstock is it's not as thick as I thought it would be. Remember, this is towards the end of Solleone's production, so I don't know if they were struggling but this is a very difficult deck to obtain. I was very happy to see this available. Let us look. So we have the Fool. So we have Italian and English for the titles on all the cards. So let's look at the imagery. We have these roses. Not a very happy face. Mago. Look at that big, huge thing. There's the wand, sword, club, cup, pentacles. More roses and stars. The High Priestess, La Papessa. The book. The Empress. Bare breasted. We have the Venus. We have fruit. The crown. emperor. I love his garment. Ram's heads there, sort of hidden. Roses. Il Papa. It's a very feminine energy deck. There's a lot of feminine characteristics here. Gli innamorati. The man and woman. Look at this suggestive looking the flowers. Il caro. Looks like a worried Jane Lane from Daria. So we have two horses, beautiful horses. I love the way that's composed. Il caro. La forza. Beautiful black hair, mixing with the infinity symbol. Here we have a tiger instead of a lion. Look at those shoes. Emerita, hermit. It's a wizened man. Look at that lantern. Staff. Root of Fortune, so Lady Fortune is blindfolded. Justice, Justicia. The beautiful green, the folds. That's one thing I'm trying to do in my drawing, is learn fabric folds and how the body pushes against fabric. It can be, I guess, if you understand the physics, because we all wear clothes and we see them wrinkle, if you apply that to drawing, and you're like, this doesn't look quite, this does quite look like it should, it helps you with depicting that. Here we have a man, or I would say young man, hanging from a tree, not very worried, hands behind the head. I always like to turn these, you get sort of a different take on them. Ooh, look at the dog. Death. It's a very nice death card. Nobody's dismembered, but the sun is setting there, so time is running out. Temperance. It's a man and woman. Oh, this is she's turning into a tree. This is a Greek myth, and I'm drawing a blank. She turned into a tree. Lui Diavolo. Oh, finally we get some nudity. I love how they always depict the man's scrotum as like completely accurate, like one's hanging lower than the other. Look at the face, it's like veins whipping around. Their faces look devilish themselves with the horns. The torre. Look at their mouths open up. They're opened like the Gorgon face when you in Greek art. The tongue swells and the face is bloated, because when people would die, a lot of times when they bloated, their tongue would like stick out of their face, and that's why in the depictions of the Gorgon you see that, and that's what I see here. Either that or they're screaming. Look at that. I guess they're screaming. The star. What a pretty card. Very pleasant. Just a little water. The curls of the water. La Lune. Look at the face of the Lune. There's no dogs. We have the crab. Traditional crab. Well, a crab, not crayfish or lobster. And the path that leads off. A little baby. Fat little baby. The sun. Not a very pleasant looking sun. And then the banner. Justice, where we have almost a magician-like figure. Person kneeling. Look at the flowers, beautiful flowers, just Il mondo. Traditional. The wands. The wreath. And then we have, let's see, we've got the bastoni, or the wands. We've got coppa, or cups. We've got spade, or swords. And we got denari, or pentacles. So we're moving through these because there's not a ton of traditional symbolism. It's sort of, but it is very, I agree, it's probably the best Amerigo Fulchi deck as far as beauty goes. It's quite lovely. Here we have red for fire, wands. Asso de bastoni. 2. 3. These are rather pippish because it's just, there's no symbolism there, so we just have pippish. Just pippish. Minor arcana. 7. 8. 9. And then how is 10 done? They're just lined up. In the I think, well, it looks like maybe kind of, it looks like the sun could be setting as the cards progress. It looks like it's going down a little bit. It also mirrors the flowers here. So here we go. Here's the Page of Wands. It's crazy sock. The Knight of Wands, Cavallo. The Donna de Bastoni, bare breasts. And then we have the King of Wands, very Jesus-looking figure. Coppa, water. Here we have yellow, just kind of spilling out, like the blinds there. 2, look, I love the fancy flowers coming out. Oh, they're changing it up. 3, 4, 5, look at the tilt. These are a little more interesting than the batons. 7. 9. Get the blossoming one again. 10. 10. 20. Very nice. Cavallo. Spilling out the artwork is very lovely. She looks like she could be Asian. And the King. So they have dark hair. So they are dark hair spilling with flowers, just flooding. Asso. Air with the swords. I notice the way these are cut, there's more border over here, white space, than over here. Again, the cardstock seems thinner than normal, so this is later in Solleone's existence. And I love how, just taking a break, it says Vito Arienti presents. So Vito Arienti, I guess he probably stepped in at some point maybe, and that didn't happen. Didn't fully. I'm not sure when they finally like stopped making cards, or who bought them. Usually, unless who knows. There's 2 of spades. 3. It's a crazy background. Crazy swords too, very stylized. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The gradients in here changed a little bit. Then we have the cavallo. Oh, here we have horse, very dynamic. Bare thigh. Fente, the page. These are all at night too. Donna. And the king. When something blooms at night, it's called vespertine. That's a botanical term for you. Vespertine. Moonflowers are vespertine. And then we have the aces. Yeah, love that. So we have green for the earth. Do it. These bars are interesting, these sort of shutters or shades that he's putting in the artwork. I mean, it is, for a pivot, it's very dynamic, it's very beautiful. The pentacle there. And these are true pentacles, but they have the beautiful little petals there as well. 6, 7, 8, 9, this long fronds, 10, the fente, green, this garment with bare legs, night, it's like a big flower just blooming, the queen, and then the king, the queen, and then we have the king. So there we go. That is the Tarocco della Felicita, which I will put back in the wrapping. This generic wrapping. Just fits in there just like that. Looks like there may have been a price or something there, but it looks like glue has really aged. Otherwise, it's in really good shape. So there we go. The very rare and lovely Tarocco della Felicita. I actually did get the Ferrara Corona deck, and it's being shipped to me. I couldn't put it off. I saw it, and yeah, because I do love a Solleone deck, or Solleone. They also make non-tarot type cards, which are interesting. They're usually not terribly expensive, but again, these are usually limited edition. Like, they're usually called Jeu, J-E-U, for game, Jeu de Geography, or you know, again, little cards, usually 52 or less. But that's exciting. I did notice in Tarot News, UCUSI, they have a new deck coming out next year. You can pre-order it. I am excited. It is a almost like a woodblock carved deck. If you go to their website, you can see it. I'm excited. It's incredibly well priced. If you're concerned about the price, I am still very concerned about the stupid shipping from other countries. It's not happening. I tried to order something again from Italy. It was canceled. They said, I'm sorry, but we can't ship to the US. The de minimis shipping issue is really difficult for countries right now, I think. It is stupid. It encouraged the de minimis, anything valued under 800, really encouraged trade and commerce between countries, and I find it incredibly frustrating that stuff I want, wonderful stuff in another country, I can't get it even if I wanted to. They're just not willing to pay. Sometimes I'm willing to pay, but they're not willing to pay the import taxes, the tariff. But I'd be happy if it was just dropped to 500 instead of no de minimis at all. It just makes absolutely no sense. Shows what type of stupid idiot president we have right now. I didn't vote for the mother. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. Stay positive, and I hope you enjoyed this amazing Tarocco della Felicita deck by Amerigo Fulchi. Thanks for watching.